Good morning. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. So I'm just getting ready for church right now, and I thought I'd hop on really quick and do Instagram live showing you guys my hair. Hey Amber, because a lot of you guys have asked for a hair tutorial, like a real one, because the one I did before was kind of quick in my hotel room. So I thought I would do one of how I curl my hair, the products that I use and love. So I just blow dried it and I put the Inner Sense in before I blow dried it. I absolutely love this product. It's their I Create Lift Volumizing Foam, and it gives you long-lasting lift and volume. My favorite product I found so far in Green Beauty as far as volumizers that actually work and last. So hi everyone, thanks so much for joining. You guys are awesome. So this is awesome for creating that volume and lift and hold throughout the day. Especially for my fine, thin hair, it's amazing. So then I use this brush. I was talking to you guys about it before in my stories, and I absolutely love it. I've used it several times now. It's actually for blow drying specifically. So if you're looking for a good blow dry brush, this is it. I got mine from Pharmaca, and it's from Eco Tools. So definitely check it out. This is really amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to section my hair before I curl it to show you guys. And I do 3 different sections. Depending on how thick your hair is, you might want to do more or less, but 3 works for me. And I use, this is how big my curling iron is. It's pretty small. I should know this, but I think it's 1/2 inch that I'm using right now. It might be 3/4. I'm not positive, but so my hair is shorter right now and it's finer and thinner, so I like to use a little bit of a smaller barrel because since my hair is so fine, the curl will go away really quick and it'll lose its curl. So this helps to keep it the whole day because I like to brush it out afterwards to really give it that loose tousle look versus that really tight curl that's not that in. So this is great if you have really fine hair and thin and you want your curl to stay. Use a tighter barrel, smaller one, and this will really help to get it to stay throughout the day because you can brush it out and the curl is so tight that it doesn't loosen as quickly. So if you have thicker, coarse hair, my sister, like she can curl her hair once for the whole week and it'll stay till Saturday, and she curled it on Monday, but her hair is such a different texture than mine. So kind of depending on your texture. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining. You guys are amazing. So I'm just gonna start curling. So I curl it away from my hair. I'm grabbing it at the top, as you can see, and then I'm curling it away, and then I'm leaving just a little bit out so that way you can tell it's not going to be as tight of a curl. Obviously it is right now, but it won't look so perfect. So you really want to leave that last little bit out so that way it doesn't look like a ringlet from 1990. You know what I mean? Hey guys, thanks so much for joining. Oh, smile. Oh, hello. Hey! My husband might have just joined, you guys. So yeah, I'm just curling it all throughout. I like to keep it on really hot. A lot of times people would tell me, because I'm a hairstylist if you guys didn't know, a lot of times doing people's hair, they would tell me, my hair never stays, like, or won't curl, or won't keep a curl. 1, you might need a smaller barrel of a curling iron, and 2, you might not have the curling iron hot enough. You have to actually have it hot enough. Like I have this one turn up all the way high. I think it's at like 450 because otherwise it won't curl and you don't want that. So definitely make sure that your barrel is hot enough. And right, Amber? Hi, Heather. And make sure that it's small enough if you really want your curl to stay. So this one is awesome. This is Hot Tools. This is what I've used like all throughout styling. I love it. It's a good like middle range curling iron. It's not too expensive, but it's not too I don't know, it just works and it like protects your hair. So in the back, I'm now switching. Once I get to the middle of the back, I'm now curling my hair towards the other way, if that makes sense. So I always want to be curling my hair away from my face. So this section I'm going to twist and curl the opposite direction now. A lot of times people will tell me too that it's hard to curl their hair or get the hang of it, and the biggest thing I can tell you is just to practice. That like helps the most. Obviously doing hair, I did this a lot, but I think the biggest thing is the more you do it, the better you'll get. Heather, it will curl, trust me. If I curled your hair, it would curl. I have secrets. Oh, thanks. Hey, Steph. Okay, so this bottom layer is all curled now. So what I'm going to do is take the next layer. So I do 3 layers in my hair. Everyone's different with their thickness and how you want. But I just want like a loose tousled wave. Nothing too like tight. So I'm just sectioning this out again. And then I'm going to clip it back up. Just get like a clip like this from Sally's or something. And then, again, my sections that I'm taking are about 1/2 inch to 1 inch sections. And then again, just curling away from my face. Because you want it to look really undone and tasseled once you're done. And I'm going to show you guys how I achieve that look. Because obviously right now it looks a little bit tight. But once I'm done, I'll show you how I make it look really just undone and beachy waves. And the products that I used. Yeah, Amber, so I actually don't alternate it. I know a lot of people say that, but I don't know, it never worked for me either. Like, as long as I keep it away from my face, I feel like I always get the look that I want. But sometimes when I go, away from my face on one and then the next one I curl it towards my face, it looks a little weird on me. I know other people do it and it looks great. So, yeah, it just depends. But I would say if you're having trouble curling your hair, just curl it away from your face first and see how that works, and then maybe you'll get the hang of it. I think you said, hey! Amber, you said you always curl it away? Yeah, that's what I do too. So always make sure you leave like a little bit out. See what I'm doing right here. I'm going to show you guys a little hairstyle too at the end, because a lot of you have asked me if I could show you how to do like the top knot on top. So if you stick around, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm done with that section. Now this is the last section. I like to do a little section right here on top. It's not the very last one. One more. I lied, there's kind of 4, but not really 4, like 3.5. Yeah, me neither, Amber. It doesn't look right. I think it's because my hair's not thick enough. This is Hot Tools. This is the brand of curling iron. I love it. It works so good. You guys can find these at most beauty supply stores. I don't know if you guys have Cosmoprof or Edwise. Those are some of the ones we have around here. I don't know what's popular there where you're at. Yeah, no time because I don't have that much hair. You have like gorgeous thick hair, Amber. It always looks so good. My sisters, so I have 3 sisters, you guys, and they all have amazing thick hair. And I always joke that I got the shaft. Like literally, they all have amazing hair. And I don't know what happened. So I'm still curling it away from my face. And then I'm going to go back here. I'm going to take that piece out. And I'm just going to do the same thing over here. So see how I'm curling it away? And I'm having the barrel kind of straight because I don't want it to look, like I don't want it to look like Farrah Fawcett. Some people have it like, I don't know, they curl the barrel like this or something. You really want to have it lengthwise. This really helps create those like tousled loose curls. I think Conair are okay. Like, I think the biggest thing is sometimes the cheaper curl irons don't get hot enough, and so you're not going to get that curl that actually stays, from my experience. And a lot of times they don't, I don't know, like this one has the longer clamp. I'm just used to like certain ones as a stylist, so I think for me, this is just easier to use. It's a little bit better quality. It stays longer, the curl. Oh, thanks, Heather. I've just done it so much. That's why. And once you get to the back, if it's harder for you to do it in the back, one thing that I recommend is like pulling your hair towards you and just slightly doing it. And then even if the middle part, you're like, man, I just can't do that. It's okay. I'm going to show you a trick, like with some curling spray that you can do that will really help you get that last little bit in the back without even having to curl it, because you don't really want it to look perfect. That's not the goal with this look. You really want it just to look tousled and undone, so you don't even necessarily need to have it perfectly curled. And then see how I'm grabbing at the base and then I'm curling it towards me, and then I'm like letting a little bit out until I get to the tip, and then I'm see how I'm not letting that curl, so that way it doesn't look perfectly curled. This will hold for a couple days for me. Usually though, if I'm working out, then I just have to wash my hair because it's so fine and thin that it'll just look too greasy. But I bet if you had really thick hair that you wouldn't have to wash your hair for a while. But yeah, see how I let this little piece out, and then I'm just letting it hang lengthwise. And then I'll show you guys how I brush it out afterwards. But you want to get a lot of volume up top too. I'm going to show you guys how I actually tease my hair, just to get a little bit extra volume up top and have it look a little bit undone and messy. Yeah, right, Heather? That feeling where you always have to wash your hair because it's not very thick. So see how I'm getting a ton of volume here at the base? I'm just really letting it curl. Okay. So I'm done. So you guys can see right now that it looks really curly and tight, which is what we don't want. And so what I'm going to do is take a brush. I'm going to show you a couple of different brushes. So this is my teasing brush, which I love. I get it from Sally's. I have several of them around my house. My favorite. You can also use, I'm going to show you this flat brush. So these have more boar bristles, which I really like because it helps separate the hair really well. So either one is great. I'm going to use this one. So what I literally do is I'm just brushing my hair out after I curl it, because I don't want it to look super perfect or, you know, really tight curls. I just want it to look really kind of undone and wavy. You guys know the style that's really... But this will stay so much longer if I curl it individually like I did, especially for my fine hair, versus just doing like big waves. Those will be gone in like an hour on me. Okay, and then I'm going to show you what I do for products. So after that, I'm going to take some Rawa. This is their Enchanted sea salt spray. I love this stuff. It works so good. Yes, I will message you, Heather. And so what I'm going to do is just shake it up a little bit, and I'm going to turn my head over and then spray this all over. So literally my head looks like this, and I'm just spraying this all over my head. And then I'm just using my hands to scrunch up. Not only does this create really good volume, as you can tell, but it also gives it more of a textured look and less like perfectly coiffed and curled. And this stuff smells so good. You'll feel like you just stepped out of the beach or the islands. It smells really, really good. So see how much volume that gave me and just like messiness? I love it. Okay, and then what I'm going to take is Josh Rosebrook, his styling cream. I love this stuff. So as you can tell, post-baby, I have a lot of like little scraggly hairs that are growing back in, some frizziness, and I just want to add a little bit of texture. So this is what this product is so good for, is adding a little bit of texture and just messiness. So what I do is I rub it all throughout my hands because I don't want it to look super oily or anything, get just like globs in one place. Yes, the spray is so good, isn't it, Heather? So then what I do is I'm just going to go through my hair, and like specifically up the top, you guys can see all those little hairs. Oh, that's kind of close. I'm just going through and kind of piecing it out a little bit and really getting like that texture in there and that definition, especially if you have like frizzy hair or maybe your hair looks a little bit damaged on the ends from coloring. This is an awesome product. I love it so much. My husband loves it for his hair too. It's great for guys if you want more of like a dry wax, because no one really wants that wet look anymore, right? So you can tell that really helps to calm like the frizziness down a little bit, but yet still give you that overall like texture and definition. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna finish it with some Josh Rosebrook hairspray. This is my favorite. If you guys haven't tried a good hairspray yet, this is definitely the one. And then I just spray all throughout, especially if you want some lift at the top. What I do is I'll take my hair and I'll just lift it up and I'll spray it and just leave it there for a second, let it hold, and then it kind of gives it that look, and then I'll piece it out down here. But that hairspray is awesome. I'm actually trying another one now that it's not too bad too, a newer one. But yeah, so that's kind of my look. I put my hair behind my ear a lot on this side. I don't know, it's just a thing that I do. But yeah, that's kind of the overall look that I do every day, or a lot of every day. So yeah, the spray is so good. I know, right? All the baby hairs, Heather. So yeah, that's pretty much like the look that I do a lot in my hair as far as curling it. It doesn't take a super long time, and if you have really thick hair or just coarser hair, you could honestly do this one day and then wear it several days. It'll stay, especially if you used a smaller barrel and really took your time curling it. That way when you brush it out, it'll stay for a long time. So yes, I'm gonna do the top knot tutorial for you guys now. But was that helpful? Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. Okay, so for now, for the top knot, what I do is I'm taking a section of my hair, and it's almost kind of like, if you think about it, in the front is like kind of like a moon shape, but then once you get in the back, I kind of go into like a diamond, if that makes sense. So I'm taking this, see how it has a tip, and I'm going in like this in the middle. I'm pulling the hair out, and then on this side I'm going to do the same thing. See, I'm kind of meeting the other point, taking the hair out, and this is going to create that style, the top knot style. Before the hairspray was Josh Rosebrook styling cream. I love this stuff, it's so good. Okay, so what I do is I have that section, if you can see it now. So I'm not necessarily taking a lot of hair right here. It's more just up top. And what I'm going to do is then divide this in two, just right down the middle of that section. And what I'm going to do then is just backcomb it. So I'm just backcombing this section right here. And then I'm going to take this section, do a little back comb on that too, and then grab them. Now you have like a little more to work with. See how it's like texturized and not just as flat, especially if you have fine hair. Bye, Amber, have a good day. Yeah, I'm gonna save this and put it on my blog, my hair product blog for you guys. So yeah, you can definitely watch it again. But it'll be up for 24 hours too. Okay, so that creates like more texture and more body, because a lot of times you'll see it and it's like really flat on people, and I don't feel like that really does much for them. You want a little bit of height. And then I'm going to use these hair ties. So these are from Sally's Beauty. I love these. I use them on my girls. I use them on me. They're really small. You guys can tell, just like small clear elastic bands. These come in sets of 200. This is like $1.99 a pack, but I have these all over our house. But I love them because they're clear. So then I'm just going to take it, and then I'm wrapping it around. So see how I have it once around, and then I'm going to do it one more time, and I kind of bring the little hairs in, so that way nothing's like sticking out. And then I'm going to pull these hairs down a little bit. Then what I'm going to do is take a bobby pin. Sorry guys, I have to get one. Just a bobby pin. And see how it looks kind of messy and undone, but you want to have it a little bit more, I guess, styled. Is I'm going to take it, wrap one of the ends of the bobby pin around, and I'm just going to tuck it, underneath. So that way it's like tucking all of the stuff, and it kind of keeps it in place versus going everywhere. And then I'm just gonna kind of play with my hair. I want there to be body up top. If I want to add a little bit more body, I'm gonna add some backcombing teasing right here. Just because I don't like it to look super perfect. And then same thing over here. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do for this part is I'm gonna pull out a little bit of the hair so it doesn't look quite as like perfect too. So you can see now it's like a little bit tousled but not too much, and has a little body on top. You guys can see it, but not just like super flat, which I don't think looks that great on anyone. But does that help you guys as far as the top knot? Let me know. The bobby pin is really the trick. I see a lot of people just do the tie, but I think the bobby pin really helps secure it in place and keep it there all day long looking really good. And then you can kind of play with it too. So that helps. Oh, my sister's on. Cool. I'm so glad that helped. Okay, well, yeah, that's it for the hair curl tutorial and then the top knot. Definitely use the bobby pin, and then these are the elastics that I had again, so you guys can see. For super thick hair, if you want to use these are great because I think it helps, like you get a little bit more to work with and they're easier to hide. But if you want to use something else, like you could use just something like this, a thin hair tie, but it would be the same thing. Like I would grab the hair and then tease it like I did, wrap it around once, and then wrap it around one more time with the hair tie, and then secure it with the bobby pin. I might have to show you guys with my sister's hair because it's really thick and long, if that would help, if any of you guys have thick hair. So yeah, I hope that helped. I'm gonna run, but I'll definitely answer questions. DM me, or you guys can respond to this story or this live and I'll answer them. So hope you guys have a great Sunday. I will save this later in my blog post all about hair products so you can access it anytime, okay? Thank you guys for showing up. I will see you soon. Bye.